Hey, YouTube, I'm coming to you live again today. Like I said, I'm going to be doing more YouTube lives because it's just easier for me to upload the videos here on YouTube. And I decided to do one today because it was a question that I got through email. And I thought it would be good if I just, do a live broadcast about the topic. Also, I touched on it before, and when I did a video on it before, I didn't get a great response. I got a lot of negative comments on my video, but I'm going to still stand with what I originally said. And today I'm talking about CPN numbers. Now, I did a video before, and I'll attach it to this, and I talked about why CPN numbers are bad news. And so what I am doing is I'm actually looking for that video. But if you don't know, CPN numbers, I believe, stands for, because see, like I said, I'm not one who supports them, credit profile numbers. And I hope that's the right, I think that's the right, I guess, reference to them. And pretty much, yes, credit privacy numbers. Doing great. Thanks for joining me tonight. Doing great. Credit privacy numbers. So, yes, so did a video. I had to get my thoughts together. So I did a video a few months back about credit privacy numbers. Didn't get a great response. And in a nutshell, many people are sold on credit privacy numbers because the credit is bad. And so someone tells them, hey, I got this great idea for you to rebuild your credit. And so the way it's going to work is that we're going to create a whole different profile for you that's unrelated to your other profile. So if your social security number is 123457890, we're going to do a new one that's going to be 113685555. Two separate social security numbers. The new one, not only are you going to get a new credit social security number, but you're also going to get some seasoned trade lines that's going to be part of that credit profile. You know, they do it all. It sounds like a great deal. Not only are you getting a new social security number, you're getting seasoned trade lines. So what that means is you pretty much come in with a great, a great credit profile. And so, like I said, most people are sold into it because they have bad credit, and they think this is the way out. And, like I said, depends on who you talk to. I totally think that is borderline fraud. In that video that I did before, I had people to think. I want you, and I'm same thing here. You have bad credit, which is associated with the birth given social security number that you've gotten from the Social Security Social Security Administration when you were born. And through your life, as you begin to build up credit, things happen, and now your credit is trashed. Now someone sells you on, oh, forget about that other one. We're going to create a whole new one. But see, the thing is that's why I said I want people to think, is that most people are sold on that it's going to help them rebuild their other credit. How is that even possible? You already are no longer using the old credit profile. The old social security number. You're not even using that. You have a new one, which is what somebody said that you are now going to create. And like I said, to me, it's borderline fraud. This is what I tell, the same energy that it takes for you to now use this credit privacy number, be this fictitious person that you have to be, you could put that same energy into just rebuilding your credit, because no one's giving credit privacy numbers for free. So there is a amount that a person pays to even get it. Now, whatever you decide, whether you decide to go with a credit repair company or you do it yourself, there is some investment that may have to be made. That's why I said the same energy, the same expense that it will possibly take you to pay for a credit privacy number, why not just go ahead and just improve your regular credit? And my take on it, and the reason why I think a lot of people don't want to do what looks to be the hard way, is because there are some internal things that they're dealing with personally, which is why they don't really want to face their current financial situation. And that may be, like I said, it may consist of you having to go to a credit repair company. It may consist of you doing it yourself. And many people don't want to face it. And in that video, like I said, I said I'm not one who recommends them. I feel like you should stay away from them. And in that video, like I said, I'm attached to this video. You will see the comments of people who have given me backlash to saying, you don't know what you're talking about, there's nothing wrong with them. Because at the end of the day, there are a group of people who don't find no problem with fraud. They don't see no problem with doing things illegal. And if you were not knowledgeable to know that this may be on borderline fraud, I totally get it. But now, the reason why I did this video was based on a question that I got through email. And during the privacy, I'm not going to tell the person's name, but the person is saying that they've had a CPN number since 2014. They had 4 cards in their profile. They got it because they wanted to start new, building their credit with a new number. Get this, all the cards are maxed out, as I had to use them in emergency situations. But as I've been learning about them, I have been effed as a person. I paid for the number. His site has been shut down by the feds, and I don't want to get locked up for something I knew nothing but about, as I've been taken advantage of. So I wanted to ask you, what do I do now, as I can't pay them off? The person is really stuck in a very uncomfortable place. And I go back to what I said, it's borderline fraud. The guy specifically said, person who gave it to them, the feds are on to them, and they shut down their business. So for all those people that was on my, on that other video saying, I didn't know what I was talking about, this, that, and the other. I'm just going to put it out there because this is the video. I don't support credit privacy numbers. I totally believe that they're fraud and people should stay away. Now, for the person who sent the question about what do you do, to be honest, I don't know what you do, what to do, because it's fraud. How do you recover from fraud? Not too sure. This is what I will say. The birth-given Social Security number that you were given from the Social Security Administration, if that number is trashed, you need to go back to the basics and go back to rebuilding that credit profile. In terms of the other one with the CPN number, and like you said, that's trash too now. Like I said, not too sure what to do. Because I am not an advocate of fraud. I'm not an advocate for CPN numbers. So for all those people that said, I did not know what I was talking about, please leave a comment on the video to let people know how to recover. Because I don't think nobody's going to comment because it's fraud. And 9 times out of 10, if a person is putting themselves out there saying that they provide credit privacy numbers, Fed is probably going to be looking at you too. So, but not to make a mockery of the person's situation, but that's pretty much it. I don't really know what you're supposed to do. I wouldn't even know where to start. It's a bad situation. Like I said, it's a sad thing that the person got taken advantage of. Person said they were not familiar that CPN numbers were bad news, but I'm here to tell you they're not. My thing is this: I'm a big advocate of learn the information yourself. Many people say, "Oh, I don't have time." I prefer to just go ahead and get my credit repaired. It's nothing, no problem with that, because there are governmental laws that credit repair companies must follow, and if they are acting in the proper manner, they should be following those laws. And in the event that you don't feel like you've gotten the service that you wanted, there's a means to do so. But this is what I will say for the person who got the CPN number, that there is a process that you can go through, but I don't know, it could possibly get you in a very tight spot. Now, you could go to the Attorney General of your state or the state of the person that sold you that CPN number and let them know. Because if the feds are on to them, there's a good chance that the Attorney General of the state is on to them as well. But just in case they're not, they slip through the state cracks and is elevated to the federal, you can let them know. What does this do for you? I'm not too sure. You could get in trouble. Like I said, it's the price to be paid when you go through illegal means. So it's not a very good situation to be in. There's no band-aid or any words that I can say. Like I said, there are things that you can do for the person who gave you that CPN number. Like I said, you can go to the Attorney General of your state. You can probably go to the Department of the Consumer Affairs in your state, because depending on the laws of the state, they will say what people can and cannot do. You could possibly even go to the Social Security Administration. But like I said, the next question a person may ask, and this was not asked, could that person be caught up in a jam? Could be. So, I do have someone who said, "Hi, how you doing?" And that's Eugene, I believe. And if you have any questions, Eugene, you can ask me. Other than that, like I said, doing these YouTube lives are easier for me because I can just get them straight, up to my, YouTube channel. But for those people, for those people who say, raise their hand, or similar like myself, when I had faced a financial hardship, and I kind of wanted to learn how this was done, because I said to myself that if I ever get my back up against the wall in terms of my credit, I will know what to do. That was pretty much my story. I could have went to someone and had them and paid them, because money was not the option. I could have paid them and had them to rebuild or repair my credit myself, but I was more concerned with learning how it's done. Like I said, when I had a debt collector who levied my bank account, took over $2,000 over my account, out of my bank account. At that time, there were no online online banking. This was in the 90s. There wasn't no email notification that came to your email. I basically got a letter sent to me in the mail that was on a pink slip, and it said that $2,000+ were taken out of your bank account. And then from there, I said that I need to know, how is this possible and if this is legal. And so that started my journey. So if you're someone like that who says, I know I'm in a financial bind right now. My credit is trashed. I want to rebuild. I want to learn how this is done. Like I said, there are resources that I do provide. The one resource is a credit dispute software letter. It has over 200+ letters in there, Plus, I have trainings. I have a training that's currently on my online academy, which is part of the Teachable platform. If you go to my website, www.yourmoneymentor.com, you'll find out about the software and the online course, and that could get you started. If you just want to learn about the software, that's www.yourmoneymentor.com/credit software. Until the next time, that's all I have. Like I said, I'm probably going to get backlash about this because it's not one of the, get a CPN number and raise your score. And, that's not this. My video is stay away from them. Beware of CPN numbers and stay away. So once again, this is Lorelli. I'm signing off. Talk to you in the next video. Bye-bye.